Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Interesting is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
Salute, my kings and my sisters with sense. Good evening, how you doing? Salute, come on in the class. Get on the bus, guys. How y'all feeling? We got the real reason why single mothers do not like being held accountable for their children's actions. We got the real today, guys. As always, you know how we do. So come on in, we're gonna give the folks chance to climb on into the bus, but only if you want the truth though. Disclaimer, we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We gonna cater to the truth, we gonna cater to common sense, and we not gonna complicate it, alright? We not gonna complicate common sense. I'm gonna address a couple of people that left me some sassy messages in my comment section. So I'm gonna be addressing those today on today's live. But overall, we gonna get to the butter today, guys. We gonna get to what our sisters, what the women wanna be accountable for in our community. We gonna get to the bottom of that today, guys. Because that's the $1 million question right there. What do they want to be held accountable for, yo? Because we all got to be held accountable for something, right? We hold the men accountable for everything. Everything. We don't give them enough credit for being held accountable for everything. So I want to know, even if it's only one thing, right? Even if the woman is only held accountable for one thing in our community, we want to know by the end of today what that is. Because I know biblically, the women are responsible for the children. The women are responsible for the kids. You know what I mean? Guys, before we get started, what this picture mean to y'all, guys? Because this is what brought us here today. This is what brought us here today, guys. I want y'all to put it in the chat, guys. I want y'all to put it in the chat for me. What does this picture mean to you? You know what I mean? Don't go pulling straws out. This picture is what we talking about today. It's a mother, it's a son, and then I guess it's another little boy there. The father is not in the picture, so we don't want to talk about the father. We talking about this picture here. And that's what y'all need to practice on. Y'all need to practice on being focused, especially when it comes to my content, guys. Understand, when it comes to my content, I'm talking about what we talking about in the title and what's displayed on the screen. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if you come in here in your feelings, in your mental health, and you make my content, because my content is clear. So today we talking about this right here. So this ain't none of y'all, right? We talking about this today. And we talking about the effects that this had on our community, because it's obnoxious that the people and the women and some men in our community, they just don't get it. They just don't understand. They just don't get it, y'all. Let me see who we got in the house today, man. We got Marcus in the building. What's going on, Marcus, on the bus? We got P and R Connection. What's going on, P and R Connections? How y'all feeling? You know what I mean? We all know what that picture mean. We all know exactly what that picture mean. But we'll sit up here and play. We'll sit up here and play Let's Pretend. Let me tell y'all something about the women in our community. The women in our community, and this is not an attack on the women. Remember, I'm not here to attack the women. I'm here to challenge the women. I'm here to snap the women out of the delusion that they've been running around in here. Salute to my sisters with sense that know what I'm talking about, that don't play about Mr. Goodbread. Salute to y'all, my sisters with sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, today we here to talk about what is going down in our community on a daily, because our sisters, the women in our community, they're afraid of failure. They hate failure. They hate rejection. They hate accountability. But y'all don't understand how critical and how crucial the fact that they hate failure, and the fact that some of them hate failure, that they don't even try, so they don't even make an attempt, and they grow complacent with whatever somebody, which normally the somebody is the government, is giving them. But the fact that they are scared, absolutely frightened of failure, is the problem with our community. They don't want to be associated with it. They'd rather lie and pretend that they didn't fail. And that's another thing about failure, right? Before we get to that, failure is where the growth is. Failure is where the learning come in. So if we got a bunch of women afraid to fail or afraid to admit to failure, then we don't got a lot of women growing. All right. See, remember I told y'all this is a mathematical equation, so you ain't gonna trick me. You ain't gonna get up here and play like you like. Don't play with me. I tell all y'all that. Don't play with me, bro, sis, ma'am. All right. If we got a bunch of women, and I can show you, we have a bunch of women, 85 to 90% of women afraid to death of failure, so they will not even try. And failure is where the growth come in at. We got a whole lot, 80 to 90% of women not growing in our community, right? And then another thing about failure, right? When it comes to parenting, being that y'all mothers, right? Failure can't be hidden. You can't hide, as a mother, you can't hide failure of being a bad parent, because it reflects in what your kid do, what your kids say, how your kid move as an adult. Yes. You don't get to try to pretend that all of a sudden that adult turned itself into an adult after 18, 16, 17 years of you programming this child to do what you want him to do. You're not going to get away with pretending that kids just magically grow into 30 and 35 and 40 and just no. And that's what this picture right here represent. That's what this picture here represent. You guys are the custodial mothers. So you ladies were responsible for the original programming, the default programming. You know what I mean? You see, it's funny how I'll play some shit like this, and I have a bunch of people, women, mothers, amen in me, right? But mothers are responsible for this programming. This programming right here, this first one.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living.
Now, mind you, those people that we talking about wouldn't be walking around here with matrix programming if the mother would have programmed them right. And then I know I'm gonna get, but you always, before we go any further, do I have anybody in my chat? If it's anybody in my chat that picked their father, that got a chance, that had a chance to pick who they wanted their father to be, put a 1 in my chat. Put a 1 in my chat, because we're going to nip all this nonsense. We're going to nip all this deflection and juking and dodging. And, we're going to nick all that in the butt today, y'all. Y'all rocking with Mr. Goodbread, boy. He ain't scared to tell the truth. I ain't up here begging for your monies, because I know that. Sheesh. I ain't up here for nothing. I ain't up here begging for your attention. Listen, I'm up here to tell the truth. This is therapy for me. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to relax. I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw on playback. But right now, I'm going to tell the truth, because this is therapy to me. You know what I mean? But if I got anybody that got a chance, that had a chance, if any one of y'all and I mean special individuals, because you know you always got that one exception to the rule. But my. Do I have anybody before we go any further that got a chance, that had the chance to pick their father, right? Because if we do, then I need to speak to you. I need to drop the link. If you had a chance to pick your father, who your father was, because your father is your mama's boyfriend. Remember that. Remember that. I'm going somewhere with this. So let me lose you. Because we trying to get to the bottom of what are women responsible for in our community, right? Then we're gonna get but the father was this and the father was that. All right, so then we give them a pass on that. Because they always got to get a pass on something, right? So you pick this dad, right? You pick this dad. So we wondering why all these kids running around with bad programming, it could only be two reasons why these kids is running this next generation, right? Because we all sit up here and fix our mouth and talk bad and bash this generation, this new generation, how bad it was and how our generation was so better and we created this new generation, us. Our generation is responsible for this new generation. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know that, right? But we would sit up here and fix our face and talk crazy about this new generation as if God just dropped this new generation from the sky. We are responsible for this new generation. Anybody? Let me check. Because I need to know. Anybody? Nobody. Nobody had a chance to pick their father. So again, like I was saying, if you are challenged, right? If you are challenged, I'm going to say challenged. If you have no respect, if you don't have good morals, all right, then it's two reasons why you are that way at 22, 23, 24, 25 years old, right? And the two reasons: one, you have bad DNA. You just have bad DNA. Your father DNA mixed with your mother DNA created you. So you just have all kind of attention deficits and shit. You know what I mean? So it was just a bad mix. Meaning your mother should not have picked your father to mate with. Your mother should not have picked your father to bust it wide open and put her legs behind her head. Right? Meaning that's still her choice, her decision, right? Because remember, ain't nobody here said I don't see nobody that said they got a chance to pick who their father is. All right, so if you are retarded, that probably because your dad got some bad DNA. Your dad probably got some beta male DNA. And as per God, women are biologically wired to only give that fish hole up to the alpha males. But nowadays, they have been convinced to give it up to the highest bidder. And the simps are the biggest beta males in our community. The simps. And they represent bad DNA. So if you are retarded, understand that was your mama choice and your mama decision to make. All right? That's that one. That's that way. And then the other way, if you are retarded, it's because of what you saw during your childhood. Because as adults, when we become adults, right, and we run into a situation, we run into a problem, we don't just magically come up with an answer. We don't just magically make our own decisions. No, every adult reverts back to their default settings, which we call the tutorial stage in life. And our tutorial stage comes from our childhood. So the experience that was provided for us in our childhood is what we revert back to when we 30, 50, 60, 70 years old. All right? So the mother never gets a chance. The mother that never raised her kid, she never gets a chance to stick her hands in her pocket and be like, I didn't do that. Because you did. You did. Now, we live in a society, though, that's scared to say that. We live in a society that's scared to say that. Plus, we live in a society that have given these mothers so many excuses now, and they have believed, now they done believe those excuses, and they done turned those excuses into reasons now, guys. And it's obnoxious. Then they play dumb, like they don't know how they got pregnant. Then they want to play dumb, like if dudes just come graping them. None of them were grape. 0.7% of women that got pregnant were raped, and they managed to do the right thing. Those are the women that raised the best kids. So we're not talking about them. So stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, yo. Stop playing. Can we be adults for once? I'm going to get to the comments because it's obnoxious how women 40, 30, 60 years old still don't get it, boy. They logic is ass backwards. They logic is ass backwards. There is women in our community that believe they have a right to bring a child into this world. And if the child turn out bad, then they could just erase their board as if the child turned out bad, ma'am, because you didn't have any parental information for this child when you had it, ma'am. The child don't listen to you now that they are 30 and you are 44, because you had the child at 14. You weren't ready to have the child. Okay, you at 25, you got to some new information and you might have changed. But that don't erase the fact that you brought a baby into the world at 14 and raised it up with nothing. So you don't get, and we're not going to feel sorry. No, I don't feel sorry for you. I know, hate me, block me, remove, and I stop sending him my content. I don't want to see his content. Do all that. But you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. And we got women that know what you did. So hold on, let's take a break. Let's take a break, because when I say it, I'm the bad guy. Oh, he a bad guy. He hate women. He hate women. So hold on. You know, I keep a sister. I keep a hitter. I keep a sister with me. I keep a sister with sense with me.
Tell your daughter, your son, they were born because you was trying to be vindictive and evil and nasty to your baby daddy.
Here we go!
You wasn't born out of love. You wasn't born because me and your dad wanted you. You were born because you were a meal ticket and your daddy had money. Tell your kid how every time you turn around, you are pulling him or her away from their daddy because you're mad at him because he don't want to do something that you want him to do.
Let him cook.
Tell your kid how they didn't get the quality time or the full daddy effect because you were so upset that this man didn't want you or this man is dating somebody else.
Let him cook.
Tell your kid how you are the reason why they don't have the relationship that they should have with their dad.
I said let him cook.
Cause y'all sit and y'all do this stuff and y'all pull all these little games and play all these little games, and then y'all sit and try to act like y'all don't understand, y'all don't know why your kid don't have a relationship that they would want to have with the dad.
Basically.
So she the monster too, right? She the boogeyman too, right? Well, she a pick me, right? That's what y'all gonna call her. She pick me. Now she spot on. She spot on. And at some point, you got to be real with yourself. You got to be absolutely honest with yourself. And it ain't until then that things is going to look up for you. You keep lying and keep hiding. And then some of y'all know damn well y'all don't even know who your baby father is. Y'all know y'all didn't even care. Y'all got wild drunk. Y'all let anybody smash because who's stupid, y'all? Y'all ladies run around here like we stupid. Why would y'all get mad for something that y'all get incentivized for? So who really mad? And then y'all run around here with this, oh, he left it in. Oh, but he didn't take it out. Oh, I'm upset, but I get to get off my mother couch because he didn't take it out, and I let him leave it in. I get to get up off my mother couch, and I get the keys, and I get housing, and I get this. So who is stupid, ma'am? Who is stupid, yo? And then y'all would dare try to use y'all come up as a reason to be single mothers. Hey, he didn't want his family and this and that. Ma'am, you knew going into the situation it wasn't about no family. It was about you getting up off your mama couch. It was about you trying to be grown because you knew and you felt your mama don't have no information for you and you're tired of her stupidness. So let's stop playing, yo. And these are the things they don't want to talk about. You know, we live in the black community, so, you know, you can't talk about the mothers and shit.
Boys, especially, are trained to not be critical about their mothers. It's against the rules in black culture to say anything negative about your mother.
But their mother did, so they know their mother did it, but you can't say it.
When's the last time you've seen in mass people criticizing their mother in the black community? Never. We're comfortable criticizing the father.
Oh.
But part of the double standard that we're dealing with in our culture is that mothers are untouchable.
Right.
Fathers get the brunt of all the criticism. So to me, black men have an automatic blind spot.
Right.
Which prevents them from seeing themselves and seeing everything because they're not allowed to even consider that or look at that.
Right.
Now, if you can say, oh, when you get to a point where you say, yeah, my mother did some fuck.
Yeah.
Now that's the doorway you need to go through in order to look at yourself and say, yeah, and this is how that affected me.
Right. Like, all of the rest of the stuff is behind that floodgate.
Right.
Open it up.
So the question is, how do you open that floodgate for men to be able to be critical of their mothers?
Mm-hmm.
In the black community especially.
And remember, fellas, this is not an attack on the ladies. I don't want you to get caught all up and fall in the zone of, yeah, Mr. Goodbread, yeah, kill him, kick him. No, this is a warning sign to you that make sure you're not running around here off that mama body, mama choice information as well, sir. Because you see it's that detrimental. That this is why I'm going to keep it real with you, fellas. All you got is me and God. All you got is Mr. Goodbread and God. You really got God. You know what I mean? But I'm going to throw me in there because I'm going to tell the truth. All the time. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm never going to gas you. I'm never going to lead you. You know what I mean? To the wolf. Nah. All you got is God, bro. And when I say that, I don't mean you got to go getting all religious and all that. No, I'm just meaning you got to go get some information for yourself. You got to go get some information for yourself. Don't be sitting around here waiting for your mama, your baby mama, your sister, brother to give you anything. That's with everything. You got to go get it. It's important. It's hella important, guys, because there's so many people fools. They fools out here, boy. Let's get to these comments, y'all. I want to show you.
Boys, especially.
Sorry. I want to show y'all guys, like, this shit is really real out here. Like, it's a lot of mothers that think they get a pass, that think they could just F and suck and lay on their back and take real hard D with veins in it and just pop out babies and then hide behind bullshit, hide behind narratives. That's nasty, yo. That is nasty. Absolutely nasty, bro. And it's a lot of them. Not all, but it's definitely not some or few. It's definitely the majority. Not all, but it's definitely the majority. You know what I'm talking about, sisters with sense. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, sisters with sense. These old raggedy ants. These old raggedy chicks. Let's go get into some comments, yo. Some of the comments, I might admit, that I felt like, oh, they just uninformed. But it'd be the sassy ones. It'd be the ones that be sassy and wrong that be killing me, though. And then they talk, and then they reply to the content with such oomph, like if they really know what they saying, and they don't. They done normalize some fuck shit that should never have been normalized, but it's normal to them now, so now they think it's right. Like, no, that's why you're losing. That's exactly why you losing. That's exactly why every time you get something, you go 2 steps forward and 9 back. You doing it wrong. And believe in it too. Because again, when you don't go do the research, you likable to hear something that make you feel good, let it sit on your conscious mind. Don't go research it. Because when it's on your conscious mind, when you're thinking about it is when you're supposed to research it. After not researching it, it's going to grow on you and it's going to slide back to your subconscious mind. That's your Holy Spirit. Once it hits your Holy Spirit, you think it's a fact. You think it's a truth. This is a fact. And it's wrong. You never researched it. But again, our women hate failure so much that they're willing to die. They're willing to die on a better lies. And that's why I call it the cat box. That's the cat litter. The black community is just one big cat litter where the mothers take massive dumps and shits and pisses, and they use the men, the simp men, and their kids to cover it all up. Cover it all up and then play dumb. And we want answers and we want solutions. Bitches, y'all fucking it up. Y'all the ones fucking the shit up. Can we keep it real? I'm sorry. If you want to donate, donate. Cause I tried to keep it monetized, but I just want to tell the truth. And if I gotta express myself that way to get it out, that's what it's gonna be. I work for God. Let's get to these comments, man. Let's look how obnoxiously stupid our sisters is, man. And these the old ones. These the ones that benefited from the lie so long. Now that they sense it's changing and the men are waking up, they're going to try to blame us and shame us and beat us back into a submission. Fuck out of here, man. I'm not your son. I'm not your simp-ass husband. And I'm not your father. But let's get to this, yo. Let me read this. Let me put my glasses on. You're blowing this way. All right, so this to give y'all some context on what she's commenting to. Y'all remember I just did the video where the little boy, the 4-year-old boy, called the police to his mama crib because his mama ate his ice cream. And the police came to the crib laughing and joking with the mama. They made best friends with the mama. They made the mama put handcuffs on. They made the boy handcuff the mama. Then if that wasn't enough degrading of the black woman, of the modern dumb black woman, they left. When they was off duty, they came back and bought the little boy ice cream. So now, what did they teach the little boy, guys? They taught the little boy that whenever you don't get your way, call us and we'll go over your mother head. But your mother's supposed to be the root of all. Your mother's supposed to be the end all be alls, right? Because you only get one mother, and I brought you into this world, and I take you out. But according to school and the police department, shit, they go over your mother's head in a heartbeat, right? So what are we teaching the little man? But of course, we have sisters in our community that say they want answers, and they say they want strong men, right? They say they want strong men because the men are weak. We got sisters that find everything so cute. And you're blowing it out of proportion. Am I really, y'all? Am I really? Because the abusers and the grapists, those are little boys. Those men were little boys that were not told no. When somebody told them no, somebody went over and told them yes. And that's why their no means yes and their yes means no. So, you know what I mean? I hope she don't have a daughter. I hope whoever's condoning stupidity don't have a child. Because when he run down on your child and she say no and he say yes, because when he was 4, you see how that work? You see how that work? Because now the mother don't get to stick her hand. Oh, he make his own decisions. He raped that girl. No, the fuck he didn't. Not on his own. Not on his own. He reverted back to his tutorial stage, his childhood experience where he was taught if I hear no, I'll call police. Police will come and make it right and make it a yes. Where's the lie, y'all? Where's the lie, y'all? Where's the lie? Where's the reach? Where did I reach? I mean, I didn't sugarcoat it. I didn't say it nice. You know what I mean? I didn't tickle your chin. But where is the mother-loving lie at, y'all? This is what our community needs. We need the raw truth. Because there is no freedom in lies. Lies is what trap you. Lies is what have trapped us into poverty. Wanna play, let's pretend. Where is the lie? Let's read this dumb shit, cause and she probably a good person. She probably like my content and all, but just cause you like my content don't mean I got to play dumb with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here to tell the truth. I am not here to be liked. I am here to bring awareness to a community that need much awareness, and we need to see it. We need to see it said by one of us. That's somebody that look like us. Yeah, yeah. So miss me with the dumb stuff, right? We got enough channels where you could go and you could try to manipulate the person to be all sweet and lie and be nice, and being nice and lying is what got us into this joint. All right, so let's see what she got us. Damn, this shit's small. Fuck. All right. You're blowing this way out of proportion. Her house was clean. That's all they care about. You see, and that's the disturbing thing, right? Way too many of our black mothers think it's okay to bring a child in this world and only have a clean house, food on the table, and clothes on their back. Ma'am, that is wrong. That is dead wrong. That is dead wrong. You know that? You know there's so many of the look over there. You know, y'all like me to talk about white people, right? You know how Karen set her kid up before she have a kid? You know how many Karens have trust funds, and this is why we hate on the white people, right? This is why we white privilege, right? Because it's more them. First of all, it's more them. Remember, we're only 14%, dummy. So it's more of them, which means they got more lottery balls in the game. So it's going to be more of them. They're going to be more winners, right? Right? You forget about that, right? But in any event, you know how many of them get set up properly? Don't get me wrong, they got hell of a mothers too. But you know how many of them get set up properly, trust funds? Kid got $30,000 before he was even born, before he was even in his mother's stomach, $30,000 already saved up. You know? You ever thought of that, sis? Why the majority of our sisters that had a baby was on their mama couch, B? The majority of our sisters that have a baby, their firstborn baby was to get them off their mama couch, boy. They didn't have nothing for that baby. Boy. And they don't see that as a problem, bro. They don't. That's where it starts. That's the start of the problem right there. But they don't see that as a problem. They think, oh, I have this baby. Shit, I had this baby. No, 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 no. And you fucked up. You fucked all the way up. You know what I mean? But let me read this. The house was clean. The kids were happy, healthy, and respectful. Not if you calling the police because I told you no. That's not respecting me. So that's respectful. See, they fall for anything. These sisters go for any boo boo the fool, B. I tell you. All right, respectful. When the kid called, you can hear him laughing. So they were clearly playing. The moms herself said she didn't think the phone would actually call 911. She wanted to share it on Facebook. Yeah, that was the part in the video, right? Where after the foolery, let me share this on. I got to put this on Facebook. The mother dead ass. I got to put this on. I got to go. Why do y'all run the Facebook for everything, yo? Why do y'all run the Facebook for everything? And you are evading the little boy privacy. Anytime you post your kid without the kid saying, go ahead and post me, you are evading the kid privacy. But y'all don't see it like that because you had the kid, so you think that's your property. You see how y'all already be identity thefting these kids. Y'all already be bullying these kids because you had them. And they didn't ask you to. They didn't ask you to throw your legs behind your ears and enjoy that raw, hard D with the veins in it. They didn't ask you to. But you see the obnoxious mindset of our women, boy. I bet you this are old one too. I tell you, me and them old ones don't really get along, boy. They've been dumb for a very long time, and they think we supposed to respect them because of their age. Like, they've been fucking shit up for a very long time, and they think because I'm old, I ain't get caught I ain't get caught so long I ain't get caught so far. So you gotta respect me. No, no, no. If you play with me, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I don't care, bro. Ma'am, ma'am, I do not have to respect ignorance. I do not have to respect stupidity. You can feel how you want to feel, boy. You can call it disrespectful and all, boy. But you will not disrespect me and not get disrespect back. Because just going against my facts, because I am not coming up here with feelings. I don't come up here with feelings. I come up here with the facts. You know what I'm talking about? Let me stop stalling, man. I can't even see this shit. The mom herself said she wanted to share it on Facebook because it's funny. What's funny about your son disobeying what you... It's not funny about that, but we get it. There's no invasion of privacy since your Facebook is private or should be on. You can limit posts, so then why post it? If you got to do all that dumb shit on a public app, if you got to go private on a public app, then why use the app? You see that this the mental illness in these women. Like, you know, they swear they got ops. They their own op. They their own op. They are true. Look, that didn't even make no sense. You on a public app. That's dumb. Keep that shit in your phone. How about that? You don't gotta go on Facebook. Keep it in the phone. If you want to be private with it, keep it in your phone. Like, oh man, they obnoxious, yo. And they think we dumb, cause they dumb. I done told y'all sisters, bro. The only person that gotta believe y'all is them kids that y'all be raising. And y'all be telling that stupid stuff too, bro. Don't nobody else gotta believe y'all, bro. And stop pushing that stupid shit on people, yo. Mom was respectful. The cops was respectful. The cops were not respectful. The cops asked her 2 times, where's the father at? But that went over y'all head. That went over y'all head. She manipulated it in two different questions. She gave her 2 different styles of her questions to find out where the daddy at, because that's important to everybody. That's normal. You see? Only y'all think it's normal to go raising kids without the father. Only y'all think it's normal to go fucking dudes that y'all not gonna plan, that have no plans on making y'all their husband or father to your kid. Only y'all. Everybody else know, like, yo, it should be mother and father. And she asked her 2 times, and she got the answer. Oh, it's just me and my moms. Uh-huh. She asked her that for a reason, to see where's the father. She ain't have to come out and be like, where's they dad? But she formed 2 questions to see if she was a single moms. And she knew she was a single moms. And that's why they did all the pandering and the sugarcoating and stood a little longer than they were supposed to stay. Because if it was a dad in the house, that shit would have got wrapped up real quick. Oh, nothing happened. Oh, it was an accident. Okay, bye. How it's supposed to be. They degraded that black mother. They made her look stupid. But that was cool to you. That was funny to you. They made the little boy put handcuffs on his mother. Y'all go check that video out if you did not see it already. 4-year-old son calls the police on his mother because she ate his ice cream. Y'all go check it out and put your own spill to it. And maybe if you over here to see, maybe if you new over here and you want to see because you heard some stupidness about me, maybe now that you hear me and you hear me explain it, now you go back and watch it. Now you go back and watch it and see if you have the same dumb lens that you had on the first time you watch it. That same the normalized lens. I'm gonna call it the normalized lens because everybody's seeing in the delusion. Everybody's seeing in the delusion. And y'all going along to get along, to be nice. Everybody fake some shit or hide some shit just to be accepted by a loser. Don't nobody want to know. Don't nobody want to be seen or spotted with the truth because they hang around a bunch of liars. They want attention and they want acceptance from a bunch of liars, so they can't even be seen in taking the truth. sad, yo, but we want answers. Yeah. Yeah. I got a whole video on it. I got a whole video on the channel, boy. It was disgusting. They went in there, you know what I mean? Like, she was on the phone. They called them, and she was on the phone. The mom told them, like, oh, it was a mistake. The little boy bugging. I'm playing, like, all that stupid shit. You know what I mean? But they still pulled up. And when they got there, she opened the door. She let them in, which my moms would not have let them in. My real moms would not have let them in. Like, from this door, from right here, you gonna see that they're okay, and you're gonna go about your business. But we got these new day and age mothers who work with the law. They are tag team partners. They are the right hands to white supremacy. We got these new mothers. She became best friends with them, and they put the handcuffs. Son, that was the part that blew minds right there. As she sat there and the cop was just there. The cop was there manipulating the whole situation. The Karen cop. She like, oh, put the handcuffs on your mother. You lock her up. Like, it was nothing funny about that. It was nothing funny about that, boy. It was nothing funny about that. And had it been a father in the crib, and that's the common denominator. That's why the only people that get mad at me, the only women that get swell up at me are them single-minded dumb bitches. Because the women that's good with teamworking, the women that got teamworking skills, they know what it's about. They wouldn't feel no way. They wouldn't feel no way. You know what I mean? It's the women that know they supposed to have a man there. When you having kids, when you call yourself a mother, you supposed to have a father there for them kids. That's the common denominator. And they don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that, yo. That's what they're responsible for. They're responsible for bringing up these kids balanced, well balanced. So you got to keep the father in the life by hook or by crook. And it start with you, man, because you pick the father. So you picking dudes you know you're not going to keep. You pick the father, man. You pick the father. And this is why I tell y'all women, my biggest advice for you, my only advice to y'all is just stay modern women. Don't you dare go reaching for that mother title just because you get mother privileges. You know what I mean? Stay a modern woman, bro. You ain't ready for no motherhood. Y'all not ready for no motherhood. Because if you can't get the concept of when you bring a baby into this world, you got to set that baby up right. You got to give your last so that that baby can get a head start. Because there's other kids and other races that got head starts. And you can't blame white people for that, motherfucker. Because they ain't tell you to bust it open. All right? And don't raise your kid to hate white people or any other race because you started them off backwards, man. So let's stop that. A lot of pro-black dudes over there mad and they looking for something and they need to go to their mother. Their mother is the one that got to give it to them. Their mother got their reparation. All you black pros, I want you to know your mother got your reparation. So if you scared to go get it from her, then leave everybody else alone. All right? She got your reparation. And it came in the form of government assistance and all types of stuff, boy. She spent it. She used it to raise you, right? So you don't have nothing. She used it. Remember I told you that these women spent up all your future on their present? That's what I was talking about. That right there. That right there. And the fact that they think they're entitled to do that is obnoxious. It's obnoxious, boy. Obnoxious. Ain't nobody ask her or tell her that she have to mate with your daddy. Ain't nobody force her to mate with your father, boy. For those of y'all that might have came late to the church, this is why she made it with your father, boy.
Tell your daughter, your son, they were born because you was trying to be vindictive and evil and nasty to your baby daddy.
Here we go!
You wasn't born out of love. You wasn't born because me and your dad wanted you. You were born because you were a meal ticket and your daddy had money. Tell your kid how every time You turn around, you are pulling him or her away from their daddy because you're mad at him because he don't want to do something that you want him to do.
Let him cook.
Tell your kid how they didn't get the quality time or the full daddy effect because you were so upset that this man didn't want you or this man is dating somebody else.
Let him cook.
Tell your kid how you are the reason why they don't have the relationship that they should have with their dad.
I said let him cook.
Cause y'all sit and y'all do this stuff and y'all pull all these little games and play all these little games and then y'all sit and try to act like y'all don't understand, y'all don't know why your kid don't have a relationship that they would want to have with the dad.
Basically.
Nasty work, yo. Nasty work, y'all. I got one more thing y'all need to make sure y'all tell y'all kids exactly what you told their dad to make the dad leave you alone back in 2002. Make sure you tell your kid exactly your swag. Because you might not have that same swag, but I guarantee you the father remember those words. You broke Dusty, and you ain't never gonna see your child again. Make sure you tell your child, even if that's not how you feel today, you still owe it to your child to tell your child that's what you told the dad. And from that day on, the dad ain't fuck with you because you are a liability now. So make sure you tell your child everything, because these child deserves two perspectives, whether right or wrong. And children of the corn, go get that side. Go get your dad's side of the story. Whether he right or wrong, you still need both perspectives. Way too many of us is walking around here with that single mother lens, that one-sided perspective. We got to see things from multiple perspectives. When we start seeing things from multiple perspectives, then we'll be able to accept more information and more truth. If we only rely on this one-sided perspective, we're going to limit ourselves to information. Remember, the more information you're able to obtain and you're able to sift through and activate, the better decision-making you'll become. You want to be a better decision maker because the way you live, how you feel, how you look is a collection of your choices and your decisions. So wouldn't it be dope if you had the information to go with the decisions and choices you make? You will see better results. And that's the problem. A lot of us, men included, we made choices and decisions without having the information. And one of the most vital choices and decisions we made was having babies and having kids. We listened to the stupid church that told us, oh, spread the seed. But they didn't tell us be fruitful. The be fruitful part came first. You know why you want to be fruitful? So when you're spreading seeds, it makes sense. And I don't see a whole lot of Nick Cannons. We knock Nick Cannon, but he did it the biblical way. The shit he doing is biblical. You see the blessings the man get. I told y'all, watch people blessings. Watch their blessings. Don't watch the materialistic stuff. Watch the blessings. Those are the things that only God can give you. And those are the things that God don't give everybody. All right? A lot of people running around here with a warped mindset, bro. Warped mindset on life. Warped mindset on life. And, oh, the fathers, and you always want to blame a father. Sisters, the coochie is on you. The fish hole belongs to you. I never met a responsible female get pregnant by accident. Never. Only irresponsible women get pregnant because you want to be irresponsible. Y'all got to learn. If you one of them sisters, yo, and I need y'all women and fathers, please have conversations with your child, man. Stop running from these conversations. If you know you got a loosey-goosey daughter, put her on birth control, have the conversation with her, tell her don't take herself off birth control, because I know a lot of women in my generation, from my generation, you know what I mean? I'm 40-something. So a lot of women, their mother put them on. Their mother and father put them on birth control because they knew they was loosey-goosey. Now, I don't know why they took themselves off birth control. That's a whole nother decision that we don't talk about. Why did you take yourself off birth control, ma'am, knowing you was not out of poverty and knowing you ain't have no, you wasn't paying light, gas, water, electric, and groceries. You wasn't paying that before you had this baby. Why did you take yourself off birth? Nobody talks about that though. And you know you like Raw D. You know you like the thugs. You know you like the bad boys. You know you like that. You know you like the party scene, and you know what happened at the party scene. You get drunk, and then you get the loose fish hole. And so why did you take yourself off again? We don't talk about that, right? We don't talk about the laziness in y'all women. You know why? Because y'all get rewarded. You get rewarded, and then you get an incentive for not being responsible. Y'all the only species, the women species, that is incentivized for not being responsible. Whole time the man get held accountable for his irresponsibleness. This is why I don't play with y'all. I don't let y'all try to play like we equal. We not equal. We are the prize. We are number one. We are the ones. Y'all the twos. Straight like that. Straight like that. We don't even get held accountable for the same. So we will not be sharing this accountability with y'all. Y'all don't gotta be accountable for anything in the black community, but y'all gonna hold this L. Y'all gonna hold this L. I don't care how deadbeat the dude was. Y'all gonna hold this L, because that's what y'all responsible for. If you're responsible for anything, you got to be responsible for your own fish hole, right? Y'all done left men responsible for your own fish hole. Y'all done duck being accountable so much that now it's obnoxious where y'all leave y'all fish hole in the for the men to be responsible for it. Nasty. You know what I mean? That's nasty. That's nasty. FBA, Hustle New York. What's going on, my guy? Salute New York in the building. But that's nasty, sisters. How do we explain this? And these are the conversations that we need to have. But y'all run from these conversations. Where's the lie? And I hope I wasn't mean. Was I mean? Was I mean, guys? I mean, where was the lie? Like, we need to know what our woman is accountable for so that we know what to hold y'all accountable for when shit go left. We know what we're accountable for. We know what we're accountable for. We got to get that moolah. We got to get that generational wealth for our family. We got to get our generational wealth on. We got that. We are trying. You know what I mean? We making strides for that. You ladies are responsible for the generational curse. Don't focus on what we focus on. You see? Stop trying to be us and focus on what you focus on. Y'all be so worried about our lane. Y'all be so focused on our lane that y'all losing in y'all race. Y'all so focused on our race, and we're not in the same race. Men and women are not racing the same race. All right? God told us two different things. We got two different punishments. Y'all got something for eating the apple, and we got something for letting y'all eat. For not controlling y'all, for not grabbing y'all by the throat and telling y'all get over here the way we supposed to control y'all. Remember, guys, if you can't control them, leave them alone. Because they supposed to be controlled, and they know they supposed to be controlled. Because the minute we talk about that apple, oh, well, Adam, it was Adam. It was Adam. So then they are all under the understanding that they are to be controlled because they are just a body. So don't let them play with you. Because they will Adam you. They will Adam you to death, all while saying, he's manipulative, he's a narcissist, he's controlling. Can't have it both ways, man. But in any event, we were sent down here to work till our hands bleed. And it's kind of why we were created anyway. So that's why we got off light for y'all eating the apple. We got off light, and we should. Yeah, we should, because God, Lord knows if we tried to control y'all, what would have happened. So it's only right we got off easy for y'all disrespecting God. Even though we help y'all disrespect God, but not really. But that's why we got off easy, because all we got to do is what we was created to do, which was tend the garden. Y'all supposed to be ruled by man and child laborers, the labor pains. And y'all done teamed up with the devil to get out of that. Y'all with that epidural shot. That's why some of y'all don't never recover. Some of y'all thought y'all was ducking God's punishment. Y'all done teamed up with the serpent and got real crafty at disrespecting God, yo. That's another topic that we don't talk about. But y'all see, y'all play like y'all so holy and so wholesome. I'll knock your church hat off, man. Word up. Straight knock your whole church hat off. Get the hell out of here, yo. Get the hell out of my way. I'm lying. I'll never put my hands on one of you old ladies, man. Word up, man. But I will mouth back to you. I will talk back to you. You talk shit, I will talk right back to you, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they not trying to be controlled. They know what time it is. They want to be able to eat the apple. They sold on the idea that they could do it all. They want to be career women and mothers and this and that, and you can't pick both. When the minute you have a baby, sis, your hour has passed. All right, sis. The minute you have a child, your hour has passed. You got to put all of that in, and see, they don't normalize stupidity. Oh, just because you have a baby don't mean you got to go in the house and die. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Maybe you could create something and show us something, but you got to go in that house and be about that baby. You can't continue to run out here and make excuses to why you have to work. And no, that's why God ain't drew it for you to have to work. God drew it so where when you have the baby, you watch the baby. And this is why y'all be so mad at me, because I'm double perspectives. I believe in teamwork. And y'all only, like I said, only bitches that be mad is them single-minded, them warp-minded chicks that think single is the key. And the single, no, everything is designed for teamwork, you see? So you wouldn't have to work if you worked with a man. The man that you had the baby with, dummy. You see how we all came out here building something without reading the instructions in the Bible, because the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving earth. We all came out here and built something blindly with no instructions. And some of us is just dumb enough to not tear it down and build it back the right way. Now, some of us going to sit here with what we built, all of them kids and all of that reputation that you can't hide and throw away. And we're going to sit there in front and we're going to try to dress it up and we're going to try to tell people what it is when people see exactly what it is, instead of just tearing it down and rebuilding it back up the right way. All you got to do is submit to a man, sis. Not just any man. And I'm not saying submit to any man. No, I'm saying you got to submit to a man that get right, man. But in order to do that, you got to pour into yourself. Because until you pour into yourself, you only going to be able to attract dusties because you dusty. And I don't care what they done told you. I don't care what you done pumped yourself up into believing. Real dudes like us, we don't want you. Because them wigs and them lashes, that shit don't equal value to us. And half the time, y'all broke chicks be trying to get us to pay for that. So we definitely don't want y'all. We not doing it, man. Remember, I speak for the dudes you search up. I don't speak for the dudes that's in your inbox. Because we don't do inboxes. We don't do DMs. We do see you in the street. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, sis? Word. But this is why, guys. This is why they don't want to be held accountable for their children's actions, because their children get their actions from them. Children do not just magically make their own decisions. Children is sponges. Children soak up and absorb what they see their mother do. This is why I saw the verse, God don't suffer women to teach or to talk or to speak because they don't need to. Women are so powerful with their actions, and that's what men We learn women from your actions. I know you're a hoe because of your actions. I know you're wholesome because of your actions. You know what I mean? This is how men learn you women, and this is how kids learn you women. Y'all are the body. So all we can do is look at y'all. Y'all is just data. Y'all is just energy. Y'all the body. So, and we the head. So we can see. Y'all can't see. We can't move. We can't stop you. We can't stop you, physically stop you. All we can do is sit there and watch you destroy yourself as a man, to be honest with you. That's all we can do. Until we unite then we can make the decisions for you. But when we unite, you still don't make decisions. You just the body. Remember that, sis. And it sound harsh, it sound brutal. But guess what? It's the truth. It's the truth. Ask around. Not too many bodies. It's not too many bodies. Just the body winning. It's not. Celebrity, your favorite actor. It's not. You know what I mean? So sisters, stop ducking. Stop ducking accountability. You know what I mean? Address what needs to be addressed and move forward. But stop trying to lie. And then if you're gonna lie, stop trying to force your lie on people, bro. Y'all know damn well half y'all do not even know who your baby father is. So stop lying. Like if somebody left y'all or if some father ran off on y'all, black man ran off on y'all, you don't even know who your baby father is. And you scared because it's two options and you who nobody want to look like. You know what I mean? So we get it. So you just, you know what I mean? You just, oh, he know he the dad. How he know he the dad when you was fucking three niggas? Like, stop it, yo. Stop it. Stop it right now. This is why a lot of y'all proudly, I'm just take me and my baby and I'm just raise my baby. As you should, ma'am. As you should. You know why. So let's stop it. Let's knock it off, bro. That old shit, like, stop taxing this generation for the old generation. Now, I'm not saying that we might not have had a generation that, I'm not saying we didn't have a generation of old men that messed that bag up. Yeah, but stop taxing us for that, bro. We ain't them. We ain't them. I wish my generation did have a chance to hold down grandma. And you see how much money we're making? And you see how cheap it was to hold down grandma? Shit. Shit, we all be out of poverty. We'd have bought the hood if our generation was back then. We'd have bought the hood. But it is what it is. All we can do is go forward, move forward, correct, and move forward. Word. Man, it was college. What was it? What was college tuition back in 1960? College with $200? My whole, I'd have paid my whole family to went to college. Like, yo, hey, you going to college too? You going to college? You. Come on, Grandpa had it easy, boy. Grandpa had it easy. So please don't fall. Don't let these women try to talk you into being their grandpa. You will never be their grandpa. Their grandpa easy. Their grandpa give grandma $200 a month, and grandma will dead come back the next month and only spend $50 and still have a $150 for grandpa. Like, so it's we in different times. So don't let these little goat mouth bald head roaches try to talk you into some ancient times where it was way cheaper. You know what I mean? Come on now. Come on now. Think about it, boy. Think about it. Like, grandma didn't even require all this wig and eyelash stuff. So come on, knock it off. So don't let them wayward word you into being a dummy, bro. These women got to foot their own stuff. If they can't even afford to look nice for you, then you don't need them. These women out here really trying to charge you so that they could look nice for you, and then they can't even sustain that look nice, but for about 4 hours, and then they back to looking like a fucking gremlin. Come on, B. And yeah, that's it. And yeah, and of course, because men, Adam, men got that Adam in them. They just fall for it. They just do it. Like, Yep. Salute the Gambino. Salute, y'all. Word. Salute to my Goodbread squad, yo. We here, man. We here. We still up. We still telling the truth. They ain't move us off our pivot. We still doing it the way we want to do. We ain't go commercial. We ain't get all fancy. We just here. Good audio, good visual, and the facts, the truth, the stuff they do not want to talk about. I told y'all, I do not want to talk about what everybody in the manosphere or what everybody else on YouTube is talking about. I do not want to talk about that because that shit bullshit. I want to talk about the real work. I want to talk about what's really going on, like, and that's what make me different. That's what make me unique. You know what I mean? As y'all seen, I ain't touch on the Iman Shepherd on this channel, but if y'all go to my Mr. Goodbread reaction channel, we touched on that. I told y'all that. That's why some of the topics I don't even do on my channel because we not grade level 1 red pill over here. We like level 57 over here. So certain stuff is like, boy, what? I told y'all about Iman Shepherd. He was the dude that was gassing it. He was the one talking about, yeah, I pay all the bills. A man should pay all the bills. Look at you. Look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You pay all the bills. So you should shut up now and pay that lady. Get that lady that 10 mil. Get that lady the rest of that New York Knicks money, the rest of that Cleveland Cavalier money, and go sit the fuck down, boy. That's what you do. You've been giving money to women, so don't cry now. But it's a lot of y'all like that, boy. Yeah, yeah. There's some dudes that I have one-on-ones with, and we have a whole hour, and I'm explaining to him why you should never get married, why you can find love, and if you teach the woman the ways of God, then you don't have to fall into this marriage and to do this. Yeah. And then I see him post like 2 hours later, yo, I can't wait to get married. And like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, remember, guys, remember, I'm not one of those content creators, dating coaches, or any of that that'll get on here and tell you some shit that I don't live. Now, you know, it's a lot of them running around here. They'll tell you all this MGTOW shit. Oh, yeah, MGTOW, rap here, yeah. Oh, hold on, my wife is calling me, like, you know what I mean? Like, but they got a whole wife, like, bro, I got Mrs. Goodbread, bro. I got Mrs. Goodbread, bro. And we not married by Satan. You know what I mean? We married in the eyes of God. So, you know what I mean? I just try to be the example. I try to lead by example because it's too much fake shit going on, man. Too much fake stuff, man. But the fake be winning. I'm trying to figure this YouTube joint out. But I know what it is. It's because the majority of the YouTube audience is fake and weak. So they be wanting that lie. They be wanting, and I'm too real. So they're black, I'm black, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And then I got the lurkers. They indecisive. They don't know if they want to mess with me yet. So they come, they watch, they don't hit the like button. You know what I mean? They just sit there and I can't wait till he fall off. But it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It's never. He ain't never gonna fall off. Well, we had an hour. Yeah, we had an hour and 8 minutes now, guys. So I'm about to get on up out of here. But like I told you, I'm gonna be doing a lot of these ones right here. These regular joints. Really no clips, just me. You know what I mean? No clips, just me. Before I get on out of here, I do got one more clip that I had to play right here. And like I said, remember the little boy who called the police, the 4-year-old who called the police on his moms and they found it all funny and all of that? The moral of the story is, had that little boy had a dad in the house, he wouldn't have did that. It wouldn't even went that far. And the kid he's 4 now. But the things that is instilled in him at 4 is the things that's still in him at 15, 18, 19. Understand that, y'all. Understand that. We got way too many of these little boys running around here like this, and they raised by their mother, and nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. Everybody want to blame the non-custodial parent, and the mothers have the custody of these kids. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted I tried my best. I didn't. No, we're not going for that no more. For 70 years, we didn't sit there and listen to mothers sit here and talk about I tried my best and did the least. did the bare minimum for these kids. Clothes on their back and food on the table. That is the bare minimum, man. To be honest with you, that is the basics. That you're supposed to do that. The kid don't owe you. And it's sad, but I got a lot of people tricked, but you ain't tricking us. You're not. But check this one out right here, guys. Y'all remember the little boy right here?
Got no goals. I was born to stay in the hood.
Are you gonna stay in the hood for the rest of your life?
I might.
How you gonna make money?
The government gonna take care of me. All I gotta do is have 8 kids and I'm Gucci. Do you know how much food stamps I could get with 8 kids? The hood is the land of opportunity. I could get a chopped cheese, Chinese food, and Don Julio on the same block.
Yo, nah, we're done.
Now, it's sad because you could tell this is another one with no masculinity in his life. And he got the game all messed up because he been sitting around these females talking about that come up, but that don't work for you. That don't work for you, little man. You a man. And life gonna look at you as a man. Right now, you think you one of them girls because you a kid, so they get the kid privileges, so you feeling like you're a girl. But boy, when you get a little bit older, give you about 5 more years, you gonna see reality gonna slap you in the face. That's the scam for the girls, boy. We fund that scam. In actuality, the men fund that scam because she's not able to get all of those things if we do not let her play dumb without come. So you can tell that's single mother raised, and then kids like that gonna run into your daughter and damage her if she got information, because sometimes these kids be damaging each other because you ain't teach your daughter no better than his mom taught him. And that's another thing we got to talk about, because for the life of me, these modern women with no fathers be thinking their mother gave them some different or some special type information than the mother, the single mother of the son. Both of y'all bitches is single mother raised. Y'all ain't got no better information than each other, so let's knock it off. We best off letting these 2 little kids figure it out on their own. Let's stop playing, yo. Sunset, Don Julio, you heard it. But that's not all, though. You know what I mean? That's not the only, there be other incidents that little boys, us boys, because we don't know no means no, and because we have mama raising us and mama spoiling us and mama jumping in there all of the time when we going through problems. Because remember, the single mothers, they jump in and they solve the problems. They give the kids a bunch of answers to memorize instead of giving the kids problems to figure out. That's the biggest problem. Like, when you die and you go and the kid ain't got you no more, then he ain't remember all those answers you gave him. He only gonna remember from the experience if you was giving him problems to solve, the experience that he gained from the problems you gave him to solve. But a lot of single mothers don't think like that. They think, well, the school don't teach them, I just jump in and do it for them. First of all, the school don't teach us nothing, moms. I hope you know that. So y'all running around here, because I raised them. A lot of y'all parents think that they raised y'all. For those of y'all that went and got to some information and turned yourself into the person you are today, your moms think she did that. Your moms, I know my moms think she did this. You know what I mean? Don't tell her on her. Don't tell her though. Don't tell her. Don't tell her she didn't. But yeah, a lot of y'all moms be running around here delusional, boy. Make sure you go get to some information, man. Gonna be one of them boys out here getting beat up.
Doors, bro. We in your building. We in your building. We at your building. We at your building. We at your building. We at your building. What are you doing? You got this. You said you're off that. 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 Your mom's just crying, bro. She's disappointed in you, bro. Stop. You're not all that. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, bro. I don't care. Control your son. Control your son. Control your son, bro. He's wilding out here. He's wilding out here. Look at you. Why are you flinching? What? Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga. Fuck. Yo.
Ladies, just stay modern women, yo. Y'all not ready to be mothers. This joint is real, boy. These kids is y'all responsibility, and the government holds y'all to it. The government don't hold us men to that. It's sad, but I'm going to tell you the truth. All we got to do is give you a couple dollars, and we could go do the same thing over again with a new female. All we got to do is give you a couple of dollars. But that baby don't stay attached to our hip. You know what I mean? Y'all, that's society. Your tag team partner holds you accountable, sis. So just stay a modern woman, yo. Just stay a modern woman, get on birth control, and you can just F whoever you want. You can F and suck the whole town, the whole neighborhood, and you good. Can't nobody judge you. Why? Because you're dating. You're not out here reproducing, making babies, bringing babies into this world to die. Because just because they don't get shot or stabbed or fall out, not having information and then being left for poverty to do you how you got done is death. That's death. A lot of these kids is dying. They never had a chance to live. Never had a chance. You look at them, they just never had a chance. Moms knew she was dead wrong when she brought that baby into this world. Some of y'all was brought into this world to fix a broke relationship, a relationship that was dead on arrival. And moms and dad decided to bring y'all in. Like, come on, bro. And then we want to play dumb. Like, we don't know why the kids is acting like the way they acting. All right, guys, man, we're going to get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all as always, man. All of the time. Every single one of y'all. Y'all already know. Gen X Queen, I see you. CeeLo, I see you, man. All right, y'all. Y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly, and do not play with your life, guys. I'll see y'all later.
What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, but you ain't tricking us.
Tell your daughter, your son, they were born because you was trying to be vindictive and evil and nasty to your baby daddy.
Here we go!
You wasn't born out of love. You wasn't born because me and your dad wanted you. You were born because you were a meal ticket and your daddy had money. Tell your kid how every time you turn around, you are pulling him or her away from their daddy because you're mad at him because he don't want to do something that you want him to do.
Let him cook.
Tell your kid how they didn't get the quality time or the full daddy effect because you were so upset that